What is the Red Brigade? In the long Great War for Creation fought throughout the Levant, there are no shortage of soldiers who experienced the great pain and loss of loved ones and comrades. The Red Brigade can trace its origins back to St. Ernest, said to be the sole survivor of the Second Battle of Acre. It was in this battle that St. Ernest lost his brother Wilhelm. The story goes that as Wilhelm fell in battle, Ernest donned his brother's still blood-drenched helmet and fought with a blessed fury, only stemmed where there were no more heretics left to slay. As the battle died, the guns ceased fire and the air fell silent, with not one other soul, not heretic, not faithful, nor demon drew breath, leaving Ernest standing in the middle of the aftermath, still wearing his brother's blood-soaked helmet. Taking this as a sign from the Almighty, or proof of a higher purpose, Ernest gathered the rest of his brother's blood-stained armour. On his return to New Antioch, this gifted orator, his armour still stained red and driven by divine purpose, spread his tale and began to draw others to his cause. Before long, Ernest had amassed a warband of faithful soldiers stricken by the grief of their own losses, and emboldened by the tale of Ernest, they marched forth into the Levant. Driven by a shared vendetta, his unofficial warband ruthlessly hunted heretics with guerrilla tactics, ambush and surprise assaults on vulnerable supply lines. Soon, each and every soldier's armour was covered with the blood of the dead, which they chose to forego cleaning in solidarity to their leader. It was at this point, its members' armour stained with blood, that the Red Brigade earned its nom de guerre. After hard-fought skirmishes, tales of the Red Brigade's heroic exploits soon reached New Antioch, and it was here that it caught the attention of the throne. Shortly after, it was officially recognised as a unit of the ducal forces and brought under the direct command of the Duke himself. As the personal special operations force of the Duke of New Antioch, these soldiers undertake the most dangerous missions, where the casualties expected would make sending a conventional unit untenable. To join the Red Brigade is simple. A soldier must volunteer and provide the recruiting officer proof of their right to serve with a piece of blood-tarnished kit from a fallen comrade. This stained equipment is referred to as the Blood Pledge, and all soldiers of the Red Brigade must freely volunteer due to the unit's propensity to fight where heavy losses are not only expected, but are wished for by the unit as they yearn to be reunited with their lost. As a unit under the Duke's direct command, great privileges are bestowed upon its members when garrisoned in the city. Alongside any arms and provisions from the city's quartermasters, the unit is unusual in that its barracks is within the ducal palace. Prior to being dispatched on a mission, the unit is honoured with a dinner at the table of the Duke with his closest advisors and officers. This great privilege is a lavish banquet known as the Feast of Dead Men. Another gift from the Duke for their service is the unit's supply of war hounds from the palace's personal kennels. These loyal hounds are much loved by the usually grim and silent warriors, as they provide much craved for solace and companionship. As the unit hunts for their high-value targets, these highly trained dogs will provide the soldiers with ammunition and grenades as they storm the strongpoints and trenches. Malinois, Mastiffs and Wolfhounds are popular choices for this role, as they are much loved by the soldiers they serve. Operating deep behind enemy lines, the Red Brigade cut supply lines, eliminate senior heretic commanders, and launch surprise raids on enemy formations to slow their march. They have even been known to operate in areas of the Levant claimed by the Iron Sultanate. Living off the land, seeking the patronage of no other, the unit is self-sufficient and places its trust solely in God and the Duke. This self-sufficiency has even seen the brigade operate around the cursed city of Ekron to strike at the cult of the Black Grail and disrupt Beelzebub's plans at his seat of power. Considering the unit's willingness to undertake missions where death is almost certain, it is no surprise that their self-destructive attitude is looked on unfavourably by the Church, with many members of the clergy not condoning the actions of the unit or its existence, due to suicide being a mortal sin. However, the Duke ignores this displeasure as the unit has proven so invaluable that it has been in continuous use for decades. When a mission is concluded, the grim task of gathering the arms and armour of the fallen falls on the unit's quartermaster. This equipment will be redistributed to the new recruits, providing a tangible link to the fallen and honouring their service and memory. The reality of life in the unit inevitably one day means that a battle occurs where no hope of survival is present. When this happens, the unit draws lots. This selects one of the soldiers to be dispatched back to New Antioch, and after collecting the unit's dog tags, sets off to personally inform the Duke of the unit's demise. Upon returning to New Antioch, their fallen comrades' dog tags will be hung in the Chapel of Remembrance to join the thousands of fallen who have served the brigade before. The surviving member will then request a personal audience with the Duke or Duchess of New Antioch. It is tradition to greet the ruler of New Antioch with the phrase, "The Red Brigade has fallen," at which point they will respond with, "And the Red Brigade will rise anew," and a new unit will be recruited for the Red Brigade to march again. What do you think of the Red Brigade? Will you be joining the Duke's personal special forces on the tabletop? Let me know in the comments below. And if you'd like to know more about the Forces of the Faithful, click the link to the left of the screen to discover the Trench Pilgrims. Or alternatively, you can discover the Forces of the Iron Sultanate by clicking the link to your right. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon.